Wow. Good morning, everybody. My name is Firza Pratama, and I come from Sumabangsa High School from Palembang. And today I want to present you my creation. Pregansoft. Well, most of you will ask what Pregansoft is, and what is it about, and what is it for? Well, Pregansoft is a web browser. Next. The purpose of making Pregansoft is, first, to learn how to become a programmer. Yes, I really want to be a programmer. The second is to make the TV program to use Pregansoft. As we know that when the TV station show the article to the public, they use the Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox to show the article on the TV. And I want to make them use Pregansoft. And the next is to tell to the world that Indonesia has their own web browser. Background of making web browser. It started from my hobby. My hobby is playing computer games. I often found errors in the computer games. Then I try to find the solution on the internet. And surprisingly, I can fix the problem. Since that day, my parents always ask me help when they have a problem when they have a problem with the computer, and I always can help them to fix it. But on that day, I still don't know what should I be in the future. So I searched on the internet all about technology, all about the computers, until I found those guys, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. I really love those guys. They are my inspirator. They are work in the computer and technology. Since that day, I decided to be a programmer. I want to work for Apple, Microsoft, or Google, and I hope someday I want to work for I want to be a CEO of Apple, Google, or Microsoft. Then, because I want to be a programmer, I searching on the internet how to make a computer program, and I decided to make a simple web browser. But today, Pregansoft is not as simple at all. It is already complex, and is rich feature and stable enough. Then underlying technology, I use .NET Framework and WebKit as the engine. Software. For the Pregansoft, I use Visual Basic. It is a part of Visual Studio. And the second is the OpenWebKit is the wrapper engine that Pregansoft use. It is made by C#. It is open source. Architecture. There are many libraries that I use. Two of them are Kiosk Dev component for the type control, and the second is the transition for the animation called snippet. I will show you how many the code that I have made to make the Pregansoft. For the main window itself, it's contain 4,004 lines of code. For the Pregansoft, my built-in HTML editor is contain 857 lines of code, and the updater 30,037 lines of code of settings. Here the code snippet of Pregansoft. It is made in Visual Basic, and it is code for adding a tab. Next, it is the code for custom context menu. I made it by myself. And here the code snippet to get the page resource, like the image, videos, and many other files that the web page contains. The code when it is completed, I mean the website is completed, what should the browser do? Here I'll show you the code snippet for the OpenWebKit that I add and edit. First is to get the web traffic count. The second is the code to add the context menu of the body of web page. Well, along the development of Pregansoft, I have been helped by many people. Then, to thank them, I have give them credit list. Chris Cole, Colin Verhey, Owen Kelly, Elizabeth Anastasia, Phoebe Coyer, and so on. They helped me a lot. I got those guys on my forum programmer. And I'll show you the user interface of Pregensoft. It is simple, clean, unique, and modern user interface. As you can see that Pregensoft has Pregen Home. What is Pregen Home? Pregen Home is the start page of the Pregensoft. It is Windows 8 style. The main thing is it is customizable. If you click the thumbnail, it will open you the customized page, and it will show you how to customize the start page. And Pregensoft only use minimum bar for the navigation bar, unlike the another Indonesian web browser. After I show you the code and the user interface, I'll give you the performance and test and the speed test. HTML5 score. First, Internet Explorer, Pregensoft, Cheetah, and Google Chrome. For your information, that Cheetah is my second web browser. Well, on the HTML5 score, that Pregensoft won against Internet Explorer, and we can say that it is better in support the HTML5 score, but you can see that Pregensoft is not good as Google Chrome. But as you know that Google Chrome is already a big browser, and it is developed by professional programmer. Next is SunSpider benchmark. Internet Explorer, Soft, Cheetah, and Google Chrome. You can see that it is the score is tentative. I mean that the test result depend on different parameters like CPU, operating system, and so on. On the Pregensoft, it is not good as Internet Explorer and Google Chrome, but it's better than Cheetah. Speed test. It is a tentative also. The result depends on different parameters like CPU, browser plugins, and so on. And Pregensoft is not get the best score in the speed test, but if you run itself, I think it is fast enough and stable enough. The features. After I show you many things about performance, speed, and the user interface, I'll give you the features. Pregensoft has many features like the Pregen Home, developer tools, downloaders, block manager settings, many others. I told you that developer tools that Pregensoft has that is two. First is inspect element, just like another web browser that has inspect element too. And the second is the Pregen Note. What is Pregen Note? But Pregen Note is HTML5 editor that is made by myself. It is full of HTML text that make the user feel free to edit and make the web page, downloader, and so on. Here's I give you the comparison between Pregensoft and another Indonesian web browser. First is Lightning web browser and Alien Force web browser. As you can see that Lightning web browser has bad user interface. It uses bad graphic, bad design, and it even doesn't support the tab. And for Alien Force web browser, as you can see that user interface looks like the Mozilla Firefox. Well, is it unique? No, because unique is different from the others.
Go to your last slide.
Well, as you know that web browser, Pregensoft is web browser, but now Pregensoft is the best web browser made by Indonesia. And that we know that web browser in all over the world is made by the big IT company like Google from USA, Internet Explorer from USA, Firefox from USA, Opera from Norway, and Safari from USA. The question is, where is the browser from Indonesia? We know that Indonesia is the one of the largest internet users. So why don't we use our own web browser? Now I added Indonesian, I can search. So if you want to try it, it is available today at goodup.com. Thank you.